We have a Patreon, and it's free.
And it's free, like actually free.
Yep, completely free. We finally set up a place where you can get a peek behind the scenes, help shape the podcast, vote on stuff, and just create a community.
And you'll eventually snag some rewards that we're cooking up.
So please go follow us on Patreon at Best Year Ever Pod.
And while you're at it, follow us on all our socials.
All right, let's start the show. Welcome to Best Year Ever, a movie podcast where each week, one movie at a time, we'll attempt to answer this very important question. Was 1984 the best year ever for movies? I'm your host, Jesus Gonzalez, and with me is the sneaky, murderous, and possibly imaginary, Casey Glenn.
Hi, Jesus.
Hi, Casey. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Did you have imaginary friends growing up?
I did not.
Okay, I didn't either. So I was going to ask if it was this vivid of an experience for you.
No, it's because of this movie. And what movie are we watching?
We are discussing 1984's Cloak and Dagger.
I did not expect anything to happen in this movie.
It kept me on the edge of my seat, for sure. Which is great. It's like a lot of the 1984 movies have been incredibly boring. For example, The Terminator.
How dare you, but also true.
Yeah. This movie, not boring at all.
Not boring. Not great, but not boring.
Mm-hmm.
Twists and turns. Very weird. I did not expect, spoilers for a 40-year-old movie, but 42. Did not expect the guy to be imaginary friend. Also, I want you to guess how long it took me to realize that he was the dad also.
It took me until the end of the movie, Jesus. So, you get a complete pass on this. I did not realize until the kid confused his dad for Jack Flack. So...
Also, I keep hearing Jack Black. And
same! I was like, are they going to do another version of this movie where instead of Cloak and Dagger and Jack Flack, it's Nacho Libre and Jack Black? That could be pretty good. That could be pretty fun.
No, this was a weird movie. It's kind of it was kind of fucked up.
There was so much fucked up about this movie.
It was a very 1980s movie. Let's just leave it at that.
If you have a background or trauma or past where every adult in your life failed you, don't watch this movie. It will be incredibly triggering because every single authority figure fails our main character.
So we just lost all of our audience.
Yeah. Sorry, fam.
Including us. Podcast over. Let's just go read some reviews.
Let's do it.
Our very own Casey Glenn, you gave it 3.5 stars, which surprised me, but I agree. The moment they shot at the kid, I knew we were in for a ride. See, that didn't shock me as much. That didn't surprise me. I kind of was just based on the poster of the movie that has a literal bullseye on the kid. That didn't surprise me. What surprised me was that Jack Flack. See, this is why I keep saying Black. Flack is hard for me to say. I'm just going to call him Jack Black. Jack Black. I thought he was going to be a real spy. The log line is misleading.
What is it?
It says, it began as just another harmless game he played many times. Then top secret document fell into his hand and real bullets started flying. That's true. Now he's being pursued by deadly enemies. Then they're not playing around. But no one will believe the incredible story. In fact, there's only one person left that can save him. A legendary agent named Flack. And time is running out. I feel like that's misleading. I feel like... Well, you see that movie? Yeah, kind of. But I feel like it leads you to believe that he was a real agent, which I guess that was the point. But I felt lied to a little bit,
Interesting. So I didn't necessarily feel lied to going into this movie, but I also didn't read the log line, so maybe that helped. I will say, because your imaginary friend has to come from obviously your subconscious. So all the stuff Davey knew how to do and was just telling himself to do it through the character of Jack Flack, which in and of itself is incredibly interesting and sets Davey up to be a very smart character, but also too smart,
I did like the logic of the movie. Once it was established, I never felt that Jack Black knew something that David couldn't possibly know.
Yeah.
Like when he starts driving and Jack Black is like, "Oh, this is a real car."
Yeah.
Like it would have sucked if he already knew how to drive, but no, he was David's imaginary friend. The logic didn't bother me. I think I tracked the movie. I think that was fine. It was just kind of coming in. I thought it's kind of like watching a trailer that is very different from the movie that they're selling you. Like that's how I felt.
Yeah.
Like it's happened several times, but that was kind of it. And then once I like, okay, I think I know what movie I watched. Although it kept me guessing and it kept changing. That twists were fun.
Yeah.
Did not see it coming. The old couple.
That was
nuts.
Great. That was devastating.
Once I saw her removing her glove, I was like, she's gonna have 3 hands.
3 hands.
3 fingers. That's another kind of movie. This other review, 3 stars and a half. Not enough cute family movies where a kid straight up murders a man with a gun.
Couldn't agree more.
That was kind of fucked up. 3 stars and a half. While half violent and mean this seems as an adult, honestly, sort of shocked that Universal never re-released this and swapped all of the guns for walkie-talkies. That's a reference for E.T.
It's like, huh?
Yeah, they did that for E.T. George Lucas convinced Spielberg to change it they had shotguns to walkie-talkies on like a special edition, and then I think they re-released it with shotguns again. There's a lot of very long-winded reviews. People are passionate about this movie. There's a lot of 4 or 5 stars too, which surprised me. But there's not a lot of like fun, quippy ones. 4 stars and a half. A children's movie that actually spends the whole running time reinforcing how real and tangible the stakes are, while somehow never losing the simplistic, fantastical POV of a child. It's pretty wild how successful this is. I get it's. I'm glad it didn't play to the trauma that much, and I think it's just because it was the 80s. Trauma didn't exist in the 80s.
Exactly.
But yeah, it was pretty straightforward. Like it wasn't that funny. I thought it was gonna be a funnier movie.
It was not funny.
There's not a lot of fun reviews. I'll end with this 4 star and a half. All right, 2 more. These 2 are good. 4 stars and a half and a heart. There's a scene where a 9-year-old's imaginary friend gives him a pep talk to give him the courage to murder a guy.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
and then this 3 star. Rest in peace, Maurice. You would have loved Baldur's Gate 3 next on 70mm.
God, he would have.
That is a character actor. That actor, like I see him in so many things. As an older man, but I've seen him in so many things.
Yeah, William Forsythe, right?
Yeah.
I gotta see what else he's in. Because I recognize the name.
Yeah, he's been in like
He
movies.
looks so different.
The glasses, he was a little chubbier. But he's sometimes a bad guy. Actually, he's mostly the bad guy, right? I think mostly the bad guy.
I mean, he looks it, yeah. That's crazy.
All right, let's do background. Cloak and Dagger. Budget, classified, top secret, or not available. I didn't do that much research. But a box office of 9.7 million. I suspect it didn't do well. Although it seemed kind of cheap. Well, not cheap, but...
It took place in San Antonio. It couldn't have been that expensive.
Yeah. And only downtown San Antonio.
God, sing the Riverwalk.
I know.
Ooh, Lordy.
Directed by Richard Franklin. Screenplay by Tom Holland. Not that Tom Holland. Not related to Tom Holland at all. I looked at it. I like, no siblings, nothing. Yes. Completely different. Edited by Andrew London, starring Henry Thomas as Davy Osborne, Daphne Coleman as Jack Black / Hal Osborne. I wrote this. I forgot. And then halfway through the movie, I realized he was the dad also.
Love that for you.
Michael Murphy as Rice and Christina Nigra as Kim Gardner. With my accent, that last name is unfortunate.
That last name is unfortunate even if I were to say it. So, like, also, did she have to, did they, ADR her lines?
Ooh, maybe. That's a good question.
Because like she would say, like I would hear her say something, but her mouth never matched with it.
It sounded like that. Maybe. Yeah, she was very annoying.
Yeah. I mean, I loved, I wanted a little bit more. I did actually want to see more of her. I'm not going to lie. I wanted her to be more of a support.
She grew on me.
Yeah.
I was ready to give her worst actor ever. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
But I was ready because she was annoying.
God, I don't know how I'm going to give to worst.
Well, I know exactly who, but we'll get to that. And I'll tell you, and I'll call it out once we get to the scene.
You know what? Maybe I have an idea. Okay. Yeah, we can start the movie, but you have to remind me. I cannot for the life of me remember how this movie starts. I only remember it starting with Morris telling them to go run an errand. Do we start in the video game shop?
First, well, we start in Russia in the game.
That's right. That's why I don't fucking remember that.
That's the first twist. Let's call it. The first, like, you think you're like in Russia. You think, and then you see the giant D20s, which delighted me to no end. You know what I'm saying when I say D20. You are at least that level for nerd.
I am.
By association, at least.
Yes.
We do start also with just, first of all, the end in Cloak and Dagger is the D&D end in the credits, nowhere else. But it's like, it really is. And also, I don't know if you remember the callers and that kind of stuff, but in my head, I just heard the dun dun from Law and Order when it started.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Uh-huh. I did also think of that. Mm-hmm.
Dun dun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, we started in Russia, air quotes.
Yes, taking communism down one fake game at a time. Yeah, that was pretty silly.
I loved it.
He like knocks a few people out. I love the lady in the dress.
Yeah, the parachute
was iconic. Yeah, the parachute that retracts, so you know you can use it multiple times, which I don't think that's actually how parachutes work. Wow.
The dark cigarette.
Yeah, crazy. Anyway, so now we're in the video game shop, and good old Davey.
So, right up, like when before we know this is a game, before we see the giant dice, which I was delighted to see because I thought, is this a dream? And then I saw it was a D20. Like, oh, it's a game. I thought this was going to be a comedy, like a parody movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be silly, and it was not at all.
Yeah. No, I agree because like it switches vibes very quickly, though.
Yes. Yes. It didn't know what it was.
No, it didn't. That's a good way to put it. Because we see the dice. We zoom out. We're in Morris's video game shop. Davey and Kim are hanging out there. I guess she always fails her rolls. I don't know. She always loses and dies, which I think is really funny and #relatable. Davey's feeling very bored. He wants to go on a mission. So Morris is like, you could go to this place and you can get me a Twinkie from the vending machine. And Davey's like, fine. He keeps trying to ask him for like cooler things and he's just not getting them. And then him and Kim get walkie-talkies, which were pretty cool. And then they go to the building. I forgot the name of the building.
Why do they have to go all the way there for the Twinkie? Did they never explain that? I don't know,
because like, what did they even have to grab from that company? I don't think they grabbed anything.
I know they went to the video game Cloak and Dagger company, which is weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you're going to get there, but Davey has a very real looking gun, and he's just walking around in downtown like the 80s, man.
Truly. Yeah, so he prepares for his mission. Because, you know, if Morris isn't going to make it fun and exciting, he's going to make it fun and exciting for himself.
Yeah.
So he has a grenade, which is just like, I think, a softball. And then he also has a water gun that looks very much like a real gun. But he puts...
blood.
What is
or
blood? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like ketchup, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, you know, kind of
consistency. Blood. Yeah.
Yeah. And so they get to the building, and he's like, Kim, you take the elevator, and I'll go up the stairs. And she's like, okay, whatever. She does not give a flying fuck about what they're doing. She just, I guess, wants to be entertained.
Also, this is downtown San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Yes.
summer. Like, it kind of establishes that.
Yeah. He is in the stairwell and he's just like, I guess if he looks out the window, there's like a reflective surface in the next building over that makes him or helps him to see in like an upper window of the same building that he's in.
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
Mhm.
Before that, when he's in the elevator or waiting for the elevator and she's going to get on and he sees the two goons with like the gun, that scene took forever.
Yeah.
I was like, what's happening?
We were in the lobby of this building for quite
so
some
long.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, not to reiterate, but this kid is running with a very real looking gun. And then he runs into the building. The guard sees him with the gun, says nothing. And I thought, oh, they know each other. They don't.
Nope.
Wild.
Not at all. Yeah, that's crazy. You know, I guess those are the times that people assumed the best out of each other. So maybe there's something...
There's some innocent lost. Also, he was a white kid.
Yeah, fair enough. So as Davy is in the stairwell, he is imagining his friend Jack Black. I don't know. They talk. I can't remember what the hell they talk about because most of the time
This was a
it's
wild
nonsense.
revelation that he sees Jack Black.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't expect this.
I don't know what I expected.
I did like that you see Davy's reflection, but you don't see Jack's reflection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's like right next to each other. So I think that was a pretty cool effect.
Mm-hmm.
Subtle, but really good.
Yeah. As he's looking out, he sees that in the floor above or whatever, there's a confrontation going on. Somebody's getting kind of beat up, whatever. He's like, oh my God. Kim is just hanging out in the fucking waiting room of this company, and she's asking where the food machine is. She's just here to get the Twinkies. She knows her mission. She's staying on track. Love her.
The company's name is Textronics.
Yes, that's what it is.
I thought it was about textiles. Not until I saw the shape of Texas and Textronics. Like, that's a bad name. That's not a good name. It's not a good name. It's not a good name.
It's not. No, it's just like it's the small details of this movie that really just kind of make it worse
or better.
Fair enough.
Just weird choices. The movie's full of weird choices.
Yes. So he sees the guy that is being beat up kind of run out of the room. But then I guess the way that, I don't know. The guy comes into the stairwell. The positioning of this building is very confusing to me personally. But he comes into the stairwell. He has been hurt.
Yeah, when you see him looking down out the window, he's seeing his reflection, but the way it's shot, it kind of looks like he's seeing to the other building, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's just seeing back at his building upstairs.
Yeah. Because I guess the building next door is just a huge mirror.
Highly reflective, yeah.
Yeah. So this injured guy comes down the stairwell and places a huge burden on this poor fucking kid. And he is like, take this. Here's the secret code. 13, blah, blah, blah.
1,200,000, yeah.
Two guys come following him. They start shooting. The guy flips over the stairwell and falls 7 stories.
This actor was in a soap. He was in
yes.
Like, the death. He's dead. He's not my worst actor ever, but that's the worst one. But he really milked that death. Also, he looks familiar, so maybe he was in a soap. He looks very familiar.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But he was like hanging on to Davy, like clinging on to him for dear life, which is crazy. But so yeah, he flips over the stair, or whatever. He falls 7 stories. Davy witnesses death. Very shocking, very terrifying. They start shooting at him.
Wait, there's a very obvious ragdoll falling down the stairs.
Oh my God, yeah. That, let's get into the details.
Yeah, that was great.
So he runs all the way down the stairs and he sees the dead body and there's blood and he, I think, does he throw the softball at some point or does he not do anything with the softball?
It's left behind. That's how they know his name, which from Terminator, we know it is in the white pages, so they know where he lives.
Exactly.
He does tell security there's a dead body immediately, and they call the police.
Yeah.
So that's where he gets in trouble.
And but they go and look, and the dead body's gone. Dun dun dun.
No blood either.
Yeah, which was crazy. That was a quick cleanup because, like, they didn't wait that long to check the. Yeah. Anyway, so he gets taken home. The lieutenant that takes him home is like good friends with his dad because we find out that his dad is military air traffic controller, I guess. I don't know. But yeah.
Lieutenant Fleming.
Lieutenant Fleming.
Okay, you didn't react, but yeah, Ian Fleming is the author of James Bond, who was also a spy. Yeah, I don't know what that movie. I don't know who this movie was for. Honestly, it looks like it was.
That's a great point. Yeah.
For like, it has a lot. It has like a lot of little spy things.
Mhm.
It was also a promotion for the actual Cloak and Dagger game. This was a real game that Atari did.
I believe that.
You could buy, and it's the thing that they were. That's the game, but it's a weird tie-in for an actual video game. I mean, it is a spy, so yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if they knew their audience.
No. So he gets taken back home. His dad explains to the lieutenant, "Oh, we lost. He's still trying to bounce back from his mother's death. I don't know." He's like, "I can't relate to the kid. We're struggling to communicate." Basically, he's kind of like failing at being a father.
Very 80s.
Yeah.
Very 80s.
And then he basically takes away all of Davy's spy games from him. So no more coping for poor Davy. But Davy's like, "Dad, I promise, I know what I saw." And his dad's just like, "You gotta get over this Jack Flack, dude. You gotta grow up." Very sad.
Also, I don't know if it was on purpose or not, or he's playing a younger character, but the actor was 52, so it is an older dad.
Mm-hmm.
For a what, 9, 10, 11-year-old maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Max 11-year-old, like that. He's like an older dad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but he did look like a very 80s dad too.
Yeah. The next day, Davy and I think Kim comes with him. Yeah, they go and where Morris is, and Davy explains the situation. And Morris...
Sorry. Back a little bit. They're in the house. They have this heart-to-heart, the dad and Davy. I just want to point out, this is like a really cool coincidence. Today, the Artemis 2 launch, and Davy's wallpaper is full of NASA. And I was just kind of looking at that, bring those wallpapers back. Those wallpapers were cool back in the day. That was a cool wallpaper to have as a kid. I did every so often as a kid, I did a mural. So I first had a space mural, and then I had a dinosaur mural. And then I did the Academy of Athens mural. But I always had something like that, nerdy like that. So I just really love the
felt represented.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly.
I
Space was cool in the 80s. Space and dinosaurs were cool.
Dinosaurs are still cool. Love them.
Sure, nerd.
Fuck you. So Davy goes and consults with Morris about the situation. Morris is the only adult that doesn't fail him until Morris later dies.
Sorry again to interrupt. This is where I realized that Jack was Hal, the dad.
Okay,
in the 1-to-1. Yeah.
You realized pretty early.
I know. I don't know how. I was like, wait a minute.
That is so funny. Look at you go. Could be me.
I was honestly, minute 23, I marked it down because I thought you were going to make fun of me. So you took this long to realize it. No, it was minute 23. That's when I realized it.
Love that for you. That's beautiful. So now it's the next day, and Davy goes to Morris. And Morris hears Davy out, and he plays he opens up the Cloak and Dagger game, and he was like, "Yeah, there's a microchip in here that definitely was added. It doesn't belong here." What is that? Oh, your Atari. Aw, that's adorable.
It's my mom's Atari.
Your mom's Atari. That's
she used to work at Atari.
Aw.
As a quality control.
That's cool.
Cool. And we had Atari. And I remember had a Madden 1 with 8 bits of power.
God damn.
Yeah. Lots of bits. But yeah, it was I love that scene so much. I mean, for obvious nostalgic reasons, but that whole vibe of that, I could smell that game shop. I could smell it.
I don't love that.
It's not a great smell.
I hate that.
But I feel like it smells like musky, nerdy, but also wood, but also plastic. Like electronic, like that tingy electronic. Like I make game shops nasty again. Like that's what I want from this.
Oh, that's horrible. Don't say that shit again.
I'm saying that I'm wearing my D&D shirt.
Insanity. Okay, so Davey tells Morris, I think, at this point about like the secret number. So Morris is gonna be playing the game some more to try to figure
thickest glasses ever.
The glasses are fucking incredible, dude. Is it at this point fucking Kim gets abducted?
Yeah, he calls Kim, and then the bad guys answer. At this point, I'm not sure if they're real. I don't know if this is on his head.
Oh my god, I forgot about this. I just hit myself in the face with
You did. It was just amazing.
The next morning, what happens before he goes to see Morris, his dad leaves. And he tells his dad, please don't go. They're going to come after me. And his dad is like, no, they're not, son. You're fucking crazy. Dad leaves. And guess what? They fucking break into his house. And this is fucking Home Alone bullshit going on. Like, this is insane. And so he dips out. And then I think...
Because they call him and he answers, this is mine. Yeah.
And I think maybe, like, him and Kim had talked about her coming over to his house. And so while he's at the game shop, I don't think he calls Kim, but I think he realizes that, like, or maybe he does call Kim and they pick up. And
a little bit later, yeah.
Yeah.
But the mom is oblivious to all this. They do have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And I had it, I mean, what the fuck is this scene? It was a weird scene between the mom and Kim.
It was like trying to set up that, like,
the parents, I know.
Yeah, the parents were going to be together, but I didn't want that.
No.
And so,
also, yeah, no.
Yeah, I was like, no, I kind of want Kim and Davey to end up like childhood sweethearts, you know? And
also,
they can't
it didn't pay
do
off.
that if they're going to be like...
It didn't pay off at the end.
No payoff. It was insane. But it was really funny for Kim to be like, he's not your type. She was like, you don't know my type. She was like, he's military.
All right, the mom is getting the worst actor ever. I hated that scene. I hated that mom's acting. It was so hammy.
Oh, God. That was silly. So they're like, we'll give you your friend. You give us Cloak and Dagger. And so Davey, as Morris has the actual Cloak and Dagger, steals a copy of Cloak and Dagger to use to make the switch.
Imaginary friend Jack Flack tosses a random Cloak and Dagger copy. And then Davey catches it. Did he imagine all that? Who tossed the game? How did he grab it? I don't remember
him tossing the game.
He grabs it because that's Jack's idea. Just gave him a fake one, and Davey's kind of more innocent. Like Jack is his little devil.
Jack is always convincing him to do the worst ethical thing, but I guess sometimes you have to do it in order to. Did we ever figure out what the fuck the plans were? They were like ship plans.
There was like some very 80s computer graphics of a airplane or something. It was that X-Men airplane. It was like a very big deal in the 80s. There's not a lot of behind the scenes. I want to know a lot of things behind the scenes in this movie because I want to know how they did the graphics. If they were real graphics or hand drawn, I suspect they were hand drawn. What was the other thing? Oh, the guns. Like I want to know about the guns because they look fake as fuck.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. This movie. So they agreed to do like this switch off at the botanical gardens, which
very cool.
Cracks me up.
Yep.
So Davey's like walking around, and then
this movie was brought to you by the Board of Tourism of San Antonio.
Yes, we literally go to the Alamo. Like it was crazy.
I have thoughts. I have so many thoughts about that, but I'll get to it.
I cannot wait. So I think this guy is Dr. Rice. He is like the head honcho, and he has two little like goons that do his bidding for him. So he sees Dr. Rice come out from the shadows of a bush or tree, and they go and meet up. And he was like, if you don't give me my friend back, I'm gonna drop the game in the water. And the guy is like, if you don't give me the game, I'm gonna drop your friend in the water. And then you see his two goons, and they're just holding Kim like 2 stories up from like this pond.
Yeah, the main bad guy says, are we going to trade or are we going to start dropping things? That's a great line.
That kind of baller. But the way she just dangles there just really cracks me up. Like, they decided to shoot it from the wackest angle ever. It doesn't look intimidating or threatening or scary. It's just weird. I don't know. So he gives them the game. They give him his friend. What does he tell his friend to do? Where does Kim go after this? They split up, right?
They split up. I don't remember why. This movie had a lot of like kind of random things happening.
Yeah, because he didn't tell her to go to the airport yet.
No.
So maybe she just goes home.
I think so. And also I was very confused about the bomb, which comes in later. Because at first I thought it was in the house, but then I thought, wait, no. But the kid is in the airport, and he's still. And then I realized the bomb was in the walkie-talkie.
Mm-hmm. I think they put the bomb in the walkie-talkie in this moment before they like handed her over, because I think that's the only time they could have done it. But before they get too far, the guy realizes that it is not it's like just a copy of the regular Cloak and Dagger game, so it's not what he wanted to be in his possession. But I think on the back of it has a sticker that has the name of Morris's game shop. So Dr. Rice goes to Morris's game shop. The two goons chase after Davy. I believe Davy and Kim are on a bus. He's just like, keep going. I'm going to like stop off here and like distract them and get them to chase me instead. So gets off the bus, and we get probably, honestly, one of my favorite chase scenes in film through the San Antonio Riverwalk. I don't know what it was, but I was really into this. I was enamored. I don't know what to tell you.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. There are some really funny moments in this. One of which he is hiding under somebody's table at a restaurant. And
there's a great line too. It's a great line.
God, say it, because I don't remember it.
Because it's a couple.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy's kind of, the husband kind of making fun of Davy. And he's like, call Hoover. And like wife's like, Hoover's dead, honey. Oh my God, they got Hoover. Now we're all goners.
They were kind of assholes to the kid, but like, I
would have been the same.
Exactly. And it's like, if I were in any adult's position here, I probably wouldn't have done like that many different things. So it's kind of hard. Yeah.
Oh,
but you know what? Sometimes you give kids the time of day. It's like, just give it a shot.
Yeah. I don't usually like to talk to strange kids just in a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Seems unsafe.
But I did realize that there's so many grown up and kids interaction. Like these two kids just hang out with Boris, who's a full blown adult. I mean, he's like a nerd. So back in the 80s, the nerds were like, oh, you're just losers, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's a lot of older people than young kids.
I trust society. Very interesting.
They're in San Antonio. This is not a small town.
No.
It's not a big ass city.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't see any brown people except, as Nidia put it, Mexican Freddie Mercury, the tour guide.
That's funny. So,
have you mentioned that Morris around this time is where he discovered like the secret thing?
I've not gotten there, but yeah, I mean that does happen. I think we kind of like intercut that with this chase scene. Yeah.
Yeah, things are happening a little bit before this, but yeah, this is where you get the graphics and stuff.
Yeah. Basically what happens with Morris, he discovers the secret United States government plans, which we don't see anybody from the government trying. Like usually in a movie like this, the US government would get involved, the kid would partner with the US government, the kid would actually have like some sort of support. US government does not seem to care that these plans are being stolen from them. There's
not a lot of how they got there, why are they there, where they come from, where they go. Well, I mean, they kind of a little bit where they're going, but Mexico, I guess. But there's not a reason why that's happening. I think there's a mention by Lieutenant Fleming at the end that, oh yeah, these got stolen, but it's kind of just offhand. But it's just there in a. Also, why were they hidden in this Atari game? Like,
yeah, I don't know. It's
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, because I'm thinking about it, and at the end, they were like, this couple is known for like stealing government plans via video game cartridges. So it's like, but how did they get the plans in the first place? And then, like, did the guy who died, when he gave it over, like, was he betraying the bad guys and, like, redeeming himself to be a good guy? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
It's confusing.
Yeah.
Morris discovers what the secret plans are, and then at that moment, Rice sneaks in behind him and shoots him. And Morris dies.
Yep. Just adding to the trauma of Davy
Mm-hmm.
later on.
Yeah. Davy, he's still being chased on the river walk, and Jack convinces him, like, stay up, like, where a lot of people are. They're less likely to, like, attack you. And so he decides to buy a ticket quickly to get on the boat tour. So he gets on the boat tour, and originally, or like the way that it was set up is that the two goons that are following him, they get to they're about to enter the boat, but the guy's like, we're full, you'll have to wait for the next one, we'll be here in a few minutes. But then this couple, like, oh, we lost something. And so the couple leaves, and then the bad guys get on the boat. So I was like, God damn, everything that is going wrong could possibly go wrong right now. Poor Davy. And so the two goons come up with this plan where one is going to distract everybody while the other one gets closer to Davy, and he's going to stab Davy. Crazy. Just fucking nuts. So Davy is, like, moving around.
Yep.
And so one of the guys is also moving around to follow him. This elderly couple decides to, like, help Davy out. And they're like, what's going on, son? They're being very sweet, very kind to him. He was like, that guy is trying to kill me. And they're like, I don't know, he just looks like a pervert to us. Which is, like, also not great, gang. Like, I don't know, like, maybe that we should take this seriously. Mm-hmm.
I thought they were trying to help Davy. I fully believe
of course,
it's just a
yeah.
little couple.
Absolutely. I was buying into every single line that they were saying. The
casting was amazing. The wardrobe was amazing with
yes.
this little couple. Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
The other guy creates the distraction, and he's like, fire. And then I was upset at the old couple here because they abandoned Davy. And I was like, why would you abandon Davy? That's so sad. Davy jumps off the boat, so it ends up being fine. And does he go to Morris's place again after he
No,
gets
he
off
goes
the
to
boat?
the Alamo. He goes to the Alamo.
He already goes to the Alamo?
Right? Oh, wait, no, you're right. He goes to Morris's. Yeah.
Yeah, he goes to Morris's.
And Kim is there.
Kim is there, and they see the bullet hole, and poor Davy is like, there's no way Morris is dead.
He's smarter than them. Nope,
yeah, he's
not.
Smarter. He can beat them, and he didn't. So sorry, King. Is it at this point? When does he figure out the Alamo handoff situation?
A little bit later, but this is where he further gets more traumatized because he goes to the parking lot, and it's like a sub basement stuff. He goes to the parking lot and then sees, I forget how he clocks the bad guy's car, but he does.
He sees it. It like, I don't know. There's like a plate where it's like this person for Textronics. I don't know how he put two and two together. But yeah, you're right.
This is one of the plot needed it so. Yeah. But this is where he discovers Morris dead in the trunk and then goes inside the trunk with him.
That's right.
Doesn't close it all the way. It looks very open to me. I don't know how the bad guys didn't see that.
Yeah.
But this is where the bad guy's going with like the bag, the handoff bag.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're going to the Alamo after this.
Yes. Yeah. So this is how he figures out, thank you, because I was like, I don't know how the fuck he got back to the Alamo. So he gets back to the Alamo.
And I think this is where he tells Kim to go to the airport. Maybe.
No, because he doesn't know about the airport yet. He only knows about the airport after he is in the car with the old people. So they get to the Alamo. He gets out of the trunk without being noticed, which was pretty skilled. I was very impressed. He goes into the Alamo and he sees the guy, Dr. Rice. So he's trying to figure out how he can get the bag. And then he runs into the old people again. And the old people are like, fancy seeing you here. Blah, blah, blah.
This is where the movie caught me. And I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but you do see the old dude with the same bag as the spy. And I thought it was going to be, this is one of those, what a coincidence, and they make a mistake, and blah, blah, blah. But no, that was a handoff. Like, that was on purpose, because they were the bad guys. It was smart. But no, I thought it was like, the movie was like, oh, here we go. This is like, what a coincidence. They have the exact same bag. But no, okay, so before we leave the Alamo, this is my biggest pet peeve.
Tell me.
Me being Mexican, I learn about Texas history from the Mexican point of view.
Love.
And I hear the tour guide saying, oh, they just wanted representation. They were fully on to being Mexican, but they didn't have the same rights as Mexicans. Bull fucking shit. The reality is that Mexico allowed immigrants to migrate to Texas because they needed the settlement. They needed to work and they needed people. These fuckers immediately superior complex. We're white, you're brown, we're better than you. Also, tell me when Mexico abolished slavery. I mean, you're not gonna know, but
No, I mean, do they even have slavery? Okay.
1828, 34 years before America.
God damn.
Do you know? I don't know if I'm gonna keep this because do you know what the Mason-Dixon line is?
Yes.
That's the line where like this states below have slavery, states above this line don't.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why Oklahoma has this teeny tiny little space above the Texas Panhandle? Because the line hits there. And if Texas was above the line, then Texas would have to abolish slavery. But they're like, nope, we want our slaves. So they reduced Texas size to below the Mason-Dixon line so they could keep slaves. So remember the Alamo? Yeah, they wanted slaves and they wanted to kick out Mexico. So all these were rebels, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. You're fucking colonizers. You're fucking slave owners. Fuck you guys. Anyway, fuck Santana too. Okay, he was an asshole. So we hate both sides of that story.
Iconic.
Anyway, that's my rant.
No, I love it. I'm very glad. I feel educated. Yeah, that was cracking me up. But also, okay, so yeah, we're in the Alamo. It's closing time.
Alamo. Yeah, it's closing time.
Which I was like, that's mighty convenient. Dr. Rice drops the bag. The kid grabs it, but then they're like, you're stealing the bag because he's running with it. If he had just walked out, I think he would have been fine.
Yeah. But,
I think the old people
Jack
still would have
wasn't there to advise David.
That's right. Jack wasn't.
Yeah.
And so the old man helps him get out of that situation. The old lady is like, come with me, son. Like, it will be fine. He works everything out. It's A-okay. Like, don't worry about it. And I was like, wow, like, this is wonderful for this kid. What great support he has.
Did not suspect anything.
Nothing. And maybe that was my own personal ageism. Maybe I'm a bit ageist here.
No. The movie did this. Like, you see a sweet old couple with the sweetest wardrobe ever. Both of them. Like, he had a bow tie, the guy, and a fedora. Adorable.
Yeah. So the guy comes back. He gets in the car and he's like, the case has your game in it, and Davy's like, oh my god, thank you so much.
By the way, at this point, we do know that the handoff, the other bad guys, they're handing off to someone with only 3 fingers.
Yes.
They're missing 2. Because he overheard that.
Yes.
So then the couple kind of, yeah.
And so she's like, well, why is this game so important to you? And he goes, it contains secrets, government secrets, and those are the bad guys, and they're going to give it to somebody else who is also a bad guy and has 3 fingers. She goes, oh, that's interesting. She takes off her glove. Boom, she only has 3 fucking fingers. That's crazy. That was insane.
That was great.
I felt so betrayed. My heart broke.
But it was great. It was a great twist. I know. Yeah.
So, he sees that she only has 3 fingers, and he's like, and then, for whatever reason, as she's, like, preparing the fucking cyanide to knock him out, she's just talking about their plans. I think they're actually flying to New Mexico, not even Mexico, which I don't know why. I thought she said New Mexico, because I was like, why the fuck are you going to New Mexico?
No, there's a lot of, like, posters. No, I think they're going to Mexico. There's a lot, even in the airport, which seems like a bus stop. But in the airport, there's, like, it says Mexico all over. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So she's like, we have our flight, we're going to Mexico. She's talking about their fucking travel plans and how they're leaving the country with the game and all this other stuff. And it's really funny.
I love how evil they are, because they're so evil that killing this kid is nothing to them.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, don't care.
Mm-hmm. They knock out the kid. Does he go back in the trunk? Yeah, kid goes back in the trunk. He wakes up. He overhears Dr. Rice being like, yeah, like, old people are gone. Just kill the kid. Like, they'll give us extra money for it. Blah, 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 blah. The kid breaks out. Like, he folds down the back seat, is able to get into the front seat. The 2 goons get distracted. They go walk away, and he starts driving the car. And he just he's running into everything. He's reversing into shit. He can't see because he's like this when he's driving.
Yeah.
Because he can't reach the pedals. And I thought that was pretty funny. That's me.
Did you relate it?
Yeah, I relate hardcore to that.
I've never seen you drive, but I kind of almost want to picture like you just see the very top of Casey. Like,
Well, thankfully, with like these nice like new cars, right? You can like lift the seat up.
But then you can't reach up the pedals.
No, you lift the seat up and then you fucking push it. And so I am like this far away from the steering wheel when I am driving. Like I'm so close to it.
You're such an old lady. Do you have glasses when you drive?
No. But you know what's really funny? Okay, so I'm 5'1". Samuel is 5'11". Samuel and I, somehow, some way, he's 5'10" and 3/4, technically.
I thought he was taller than me. That's why I made a face. I'm 5'11". I'm 5'11". I thought he was taller than me.
Despite our height difference, him and I have the same length of legs. He has an incredibly long torso. Yeah. Like, I think his legs might be an inch or two longer than mine. But, like, it's insane. So whenever we, like, are switching who's driving, all Samuel has to do, he doesn't even have to take his seat further back from the steering wheel. He just has to lower the seat because that's beautiful. That's love. That's a match made in heaven right there.
That is so funny. That reminded me. There's a Family Guy skit that she's all legs.
Oh my God, Alice Janney, yeah. And like because she gets out of the car and then it's like, and then there's a plane and they're like, if you look to the left, it's Alice Janney's legs. Allison Janney.
No.
There's another one?
There's another one. I'm going to try to find it. I'll find it later.
So Davey is trying to get out of this parking garage. Has to peek up every now and then to see if he's about to hit a fucking wall. At some points, he makes really great turns.
No, he does. And this is where Jack says, "Oh, this is a real car. I have no idea." Because Davey's like, "How do you drive this? I don't know."
Yeah, that was hysterical. They start trying to follow him and shooting the car, but he's able to get away. But he does run into a fucking building. The guy is following him in the van, but then that guy dies. I forgot how.
Yeah, he tries to. This is when Davey calls his dad on the payphone.
Yes, Davey calls his dad on the payphone. He's like, "Dad, I promise I'm telling the truth." And his dad is like, "I took away all the fucking Jack Flack stuff. Why are you still hallucinating? We gotta talk to your therapist." All this bullshit. And then he explains, he's like, "You gotta go to the airport." At some point, he's told Kim that she has to go to the airport before this. So Kim is aware. Oh yeah, because he calls her from the car before he fucking damages the car to oblivion. So that happens. And he's, in the phone booth. And then the guy crashes through the phone booth. And then he gets, like, thrown out of the car. But, like, Dave makes it out just fine. But then that's when his dad finally starts believing him about what's happening. Because he hears the crash, which would be terrifying.
Wear a seatbelt.
Wear a seatbelt, gang. So Jack Flack is like, "Take the gun. Take the bad guy's gun." And Davey's like, "I don't want to take the bad guy's gun." And Jack Black is like, "You better." Davey's like, "I don't want to." And did Davey even take the gun?
Yes, he does.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Wait. That's later. No, he doesn't here. He does it when he does the, what does Jack calls it?
The crossfire gambit.
That. Yeah.
Yeah. So he doesn't take the gun yet. At some point, when does he figure out about the bomb? When is he told about the bomb?
When he's in the trunk. And they're because I wrote here, bad guy convenient exposition. And he said they're talking to each other and like, "Yeah, I put a gun, plastique on." And I remember plastique because that was what Kyle Reese was throwing at the Terminator. So yeah, I put a lot of plastique. And I thought he said in Kim's house. But he was referring to Kim's walkie-talkie. How did he do that? Because they don't really ever be a part of it. I don't know. But he did it. So, and then he put like a timer. There's a ticking clock of an hour. And then he calls his dad, tells him about the bomb and all that. So he's worried about saving Kim at this point.
Yeah, that becomes his like main mission. This poor kid is fucking walking around the streets trying to figure out how to get to a fucking airport. He tries to take a bus, but he doesn't have his bus pass. And the guy's like, sorry, kid, no can do. So then he is walking around. He asks one taxi driver, and he's like, no. He asks another. Mm-hmm.
You skipped the death.
Oh my God, that's right. We're going to the Riverwalk first. I forgot about the Riverwalk.
We're river walking. We're back in
we're back at the fucking Riverwalk.
Brought to you by San Antonio Tourism Board.
God, yes. Okay, yeah. Riverwalk happens first. You're right. I thought it happened after this. Okay, so we're at the Riverwalk again. In the Riverwalk, if you've never been and if you've never seen this movie, there are some parts of it where it's like tunnel-esque, but it can be very dark.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It does end.
Yes.
There is a dead end.
Yeah. I don't know why Jack Flack at no point tried to consult Davy about maybe not wearing such bright colors. Because Davy is wearing fucking bright red, bright fucking blue. So it's kind of a shocker that he gets away with this crossfire gambit. But basically, one of the goons and Dr. Rice are following him. He hides in the side of one of these tunnels in the dark. And basically the idea is that he gets them to basically shoot at each other.
Yeah.
That's essentially it.
Well, like the idea is kind of cool for like a spy thing, but the way it's shown and executed is very dumb.
Yeah.
Also, one of the bad guy has a, I guess 9mm Uzi, kind of like the Terminator had. The 80s were Uzis everywhere.
Yeah.
Also, I think he was just like really big Nerf fake gun. They look very, I don't know, all the guns here look very fake.
Yeah, it was not very
He also shoots the possum for no fucking reason.
It was like a rat. It wasn't even a possum. It was smaller than that. But then we like zoom in on the rat's death.
Yeah.
Which was really fucking sad. And you could see like how the bullet took a chunk out of its body. That was insane. This movie should be rated R for just that moment.
Choose to believe that it was animatronic. Remember in the Shawshank Redemption, the whole deal about the worms?
God, that was the best fun fact I've ever given for a fucking episode. That was so good. That was crazy. But yeah, he's able to pull off this crossfire gambit. So one of the goon dies. So both goons are dead. It's just Dr. Rice. He takes the gun from the goon. He runs. Dr. Rice is following him. He ends up at the dead end of the Riverwalk. Jack is trying to convince Davy to kill him. To kill Dr. Rice.
He's coercing Davy to kill him.
Yes. Like, unnecessary amount of peer pressure. It's a little concerning. However, Jack Flack is kind of right, because Dr. Rice goes on this fucking psychopathic tangent where he's like, I'm going to make sure that when I kill you, you're in agony. I'm going to shoot both of your kneecaps, and then I'm going to make you, like, beg for death. And it's like, this is a fucking, like, 9, 10, 11-year-old boy. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I fucking love this bad guy monologue. Like, yeah, great bad guy monologue.
Crazy.
This is where Jack appears.
Mm-hmm.
The bad guy sees him, maybe. He kind of is translucent, and then Davey kind of looks at that, and then the bad guy shoots at the wall where Jack is. And
and then
that weird.
Pisses
that
Davey
was weird.
off.
Yeah. He's like, no!
And then he shoots the bad guy because he killed he thinks that he killed his best buddy. And the guy falls into the Riverwalk. God, I have a thing to say about the Riverwalk as we get to the end of the movie. But Davy's like, Jack, are you okay? And Jack's like, oh, I'm totally fine. Like, haha, see, I survived. Like, no bullets or anything. But then, like, there's something about this conversation where basically Davy, without realizing it, has subconsciously, like, understood, like, he doesn't need Jack anymore. And
also, Jack is, like, very murderous. He's like, isn't this fun? Isn't this great? This is what you always wanted, right?
Yeah, and then, that's what, when Davey pushes back, he's like, no, this is, like, really messed up, dude. Like, this is really fucked up. And then...
I need therapy right now.
And as they're having this fucking moral debate, Jack Flack was some manipulative fucking bitch. All of the bullet holes suddenly appear, and he starts leaking blood out of them. I was like, Dad, you just want to keep traumatizing this kid. This is so fucked up.
Asshole.
God damn. And so he's like dying.
This reminded me of the death of Bing Bong, but like the exact opposite of that death.
Yeah.
It was like when Bing Bong died, I died. I was like everyone watching Inside Out died.
Yeah.
This one was like good fucking riddance.
Yeah. Like, you're a fucking bad influence. You're going to make this kid a fucking sociopath. So Jack is kind of explaining, like, you've outgrown the need for me. You know, same thing happened with your dad. You're the best playmate I've ever had. That was pretty sweet. He was like, hey, go grab me a pack of cigarettes. He was like, they're over there. They fell out of my like jacket or whatever. Basically, he's just trying to get Davey to like go away so that he can fade off. And then he does. And then no more Jack Flack. He's gone.
No, like a dick. Like an asshole force ghost. The last thing he says to David, you were always alone.
That's right. Like, God, what a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, good riddance indeed. Truly. So this is when we get to Davey is trying to get to the fucking airport. Goes to the bus. Bus is like, you don't got your bus pass. Sorry, kid. Good luck. He's wandering around the fucking streets of downtown San Antonio. He goes up to one taxi driver, and the guy's like, no, kid, sorry, like, I need the money up front. He goes to another taxi driver, and the taxi driver is like, yeah, sure, you can pay me later. This guy was actually pretty sweet.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
First taxi driver. I was so excited. Louis Anderson was the first taxi driver.
Who is that?
You don't know who that is, but he was a very famous comedian, stand-up comic in the 90s. He had a cartoon in early 2000. He played his younger self. Have you seen Baskets with Zach Galifianakis?
I know.
He plays Zach Galifianakis' mom. And it's basically just Louis Anderson with a wig. Like, he doesn't do anything. It's great. It's amazing. He's a really funny comedian from the 90s. And I was so excited to see him there.
Yeah, that's cute. The second taxi guy, very cute actor, by the way, takes Davey to the airport.
I looked him up. He didn't do much, but he's a very good-looking old man.
He kind of looks like Ashton Kutcher. Like
he did a lot of like B movies. He's still he's 74-year-old. I don't know if that's outside your age range, Casey, but still around. By the way, the old man, he was 86 in that movie. He was, wait, am I doing my math right? He was born in 1907.
I mean, yeah.
He was either 2 years younger or 4 years younger than my great great grandma. And my great grandma died when she was 107.
Oh, he was 77 when this movie came out.
Yes, 77.
God. So, get to airport. Kim is being like held for questioning at this point. Is she?
Before that, there's a quick scene between Davey's dad, Hal, and Kim's mom.
Yeah.
Because he goes to her house and they're gonna look for Kim. Gonna go to an airport because David told her that about the airport.
Yeah. It's very sweet when Davey gets to the airport. He's like, I'll find, I'll pay you. And he was like, nah, I was already on my way home. It's really fine. And like, it's a sweet guy. Sweet, cute guy. Love him.
Calm down, Casey.
Yay. So
we're gonna add a new award, most attractive actor ever.
Yes, please. So Davey gets to the airport. He's trying to find Kim. That is his top priority. As like he has them like call Kim to like come to the reception area, and Kim is in like holding, and she's trying to explain the entire situation to them, and they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" They're not believing her. He is running because he sees that the flight is about to take off, so he is running through security. He sees the old people. He runs through security. The guy is like, "Hey kid, you can't cut. Like, what are you doing?" Like, he's like, "Those are my parents," which was incredibly smart thinking on his behalf. So then the security officer flags down the old people. He was like, "Is this your son?" And they're like, "Does that look like it could be our son?" And then the kid's like, "I can prove it, and that bag is my Cloak and Dagger game." And at that point, this causes a whole ruckus. The fucking old guy fucking takes the kid hostage. The old guy has had enough. He is tired of this. He wants to just be back on his spy bullshit without this damn kid in the way. So he's holding the kid. He has a gun held up to the kid, and he's like, just leave us alone.
He has the police officer's gun. He takes it.
Yes, that's right. He takes it.
Old dude is pretty agile for his age.
Mm-hmm.
He also takes the walkie-talkie, or Davey takes the walkie-talkie that has a bomb.
Yes, because Kim and that group come out, and then I don't think, the dad and the mom haven't come into the situation yet. So he takes the bomb. They get on the plane. When the dad and Kim's mom arrive at the airport, Lieutenant from earlier comes up and he's like, "Was this your son's? We found it at the Riverwalk." And he's like, "Oh my God, yeah." And he was like, "Well, we have divers checking it out now."
Not good.
Not great. Dad is feeling hopeless. Something that I found particularly funny about this moment is that I'm pretty sure at that part of the Riverwalk, it is only about 2 to 3 feet deep. At some points of the Riverwalk, it can get up to 15 feet deep, in which case, yes, you probably need divers. But I was like, I don't think they're going to need divers for this. I think they could just kind of kick around.
Well, snorkelers didn't have the same impact as divers.
Yeah, fair enough. God.
We have snorkelers in the scene.
Yeah. So they hear about this like hostage situation. I think they see Kim. They figure out that it's Davey that's on the plane. They're trying to figure out what to do. The couple's now going to Cuba. That is their demand, is that they need a pilot that will fly them to Cuba. It has to be at midnight or they're going to kill the kid. So there's only 5 minutes left. They're like, no pilot is going to agree to this. The FBI is like not going to get here in time. So Davey's dad is like, well, I know how to like, he doesn't know how to fly a plane, but he can like drive it around. He's like cleared to do that. He's cleared for taxiing.
I thought it was very specific. Also, probably maybe a real thing.
Yeah,
but, I believed it.
The dad's like, I'll go. I'll do it for my son. So he gets on the plane. Davey is just trying to figure out what the hell to do with this goddamn bomb. Davey does not care about anything. He doesn't care about possibly being a hostage, going to Havana. Like, he's just like, I gotta figure out what to do with this bomb. He keeps trying to tell everybody about this bomb. Everybody's like,
nobody
shut
believes
the fuck up.
David ever. Not even the bad guys.
This kid is like, one day he's gonna find somebody who he really loves, and like she or he is gonna like trust everything that he says, and he's gonna feel completely healed, and it's gonna be amazing. I'm so happy for him. But right now, this poor kid thinks that nobody believes him, because nobody does. And that's very, very sad. So he's at the back of this fucking plane, and they don't, obviously the old couple doesn't know that this guy's Davey's dad. Davey's dad is like, he played the situation out very well. So he pressurizes the cabin, and then he's like speaking over the intercom, but like he knows that like Davey hasn't clocked that is, his dad. And so he's like, bring me the kid, like, and then I'll take off or whatever. Something like that. And so then the lady's like, okay, like, kid, go up there. And the kid's like, this is a bomb, by the way. I don't know how to defuse it. And so she gets her husband to come back. She's like, can you figure out how to defuse this?
She finally defused the bomb.
Yeah, somebody fucking believes him. It's the old lady again. The old lady and the old man back of the plane trying to figure out what the hell to do about this bomb and how to defuse it. The dad is like, this is Jack Flack. And then like, that's how Davey realizes like, that's his dad, whatever. Davey goes to the front of, yeah, it was very cute. Davey goes to the front of the plane. He's in the cockpit. They're able to close the door, lock it. He knows that there's a bomb that's about to go off. This was so fucking terrifying. He opens the window in the cockpit and he like drops Davey through. And Davey's like, Dad, no, like, what's going to happen to you? His dad's like, don't worry about it. Just let go of my hand and then get as far away from the plane as possible, right? So Davey, he, drops down, almost gets nicked by the fucking tire, which was
that was a
terrifying.
cool stunt.
Yeah,
I think that was real. It looked real.
It looked real.
I mean, it wasn't the kid actor. Hopefully not. I mean, it was the 80s, so maybe. But
there's a moment like that in one of the Toy Story movies. I think it's like Toy Story 2, where they're on a plane. Like,
oh yeah.
God, and it just brought me back to that, and that was very terrifying. And I really, really hated that. So Davey gets away, and then the plane is going and going and going and going and going, and then the plane fucking blows up. And he's like, Dad, no, Dad. And he's so sad. And then the plane was so fucking far away. But then like in a matter of like 30 seconds, the dad is walking out from the flames.
You see Jack Flack's silhouette, and then it's the dad.
Yeah.
I was expecting that.
I was not, because once again, I did not clock.
I'm like, he's gonna. Also, I'm very proud of myself that I clocked that right away. You did.
I know. That's a huge win for you. I'm very happy.
Yeah, so it's a big win.
Yay.
But I was like, no way that's gonna die. He's gonna walk from the flames.
Yeah. Because that kid would have been an orphan. That's too sad. The story can't be that sad. But it's funny, like, you can tell that the way that they shot this is that behind him was just a screen of flames, and then they lit the situation so that he's just a shadow, and it looks horrible.
Hold on. It's slow motion.
Oh god, yeah. It's also
the frame slow motion. And then they forgot that the rear projection was slow motion, because Davey and the dad are normal speed, but the flame behind them is still slow motion. And then they go slow motion. So I think they just forgot to speed up the flames.
That's so crazy. But then before he realizes it's his dad, he's like, Jack Flack. And he goes, Dad! And that's when I finally realized this is the same person.
No, it looks so bad. Sorry, I just can't get over how bad it looked. It looked so bad that I thought it was going to reveal that this was a game. Like, I was expecting that. Like, I like, it looks really, really bad. I like, oh, he's gonna wake up, or we're gonna see that giant dice again, or something. But no, this is how we end it. It is real life.
And dad and son hug, and it's a beautiful moment. And then that's the actual end of the movie. It just ends, and I'm like, we fade to black, and I was like, oh great. We're going to open up, like, maybe their parents got married. Like, there's going to be some resolution to this. I'm so excited. No, we just went to the credits.
Yeah.
Okay, great. We never know if I guess the U.S. didn't get their fucking plans back because it went up in flames.
It exploded, yeah. Yeah, it's a wild movie. It's a tie-in to an actual Atari game. Who was this movie for?
Who was this movie for? I'm starting to like this movie less as we kept talking about it. I still like it though. But yeah, who is this movie for? And then, like, what was the main character's goal? Because the main character's goal kept fucking changing every 5 seconds.
Yeah. There's a movie, I was trying to find it, but there was a movie from the late 90s with this very B actor who later did like soft porn type things. So a very cheesy movie, and the whole spiel was that he was in a high school trip with his class, and then he goes to Europe, and they confuse him with a spy, and then he's suddenly in this spy ring kind of thing, and there's like all this cool spy gadget stuff. And I thought this was gonna be this movie like that. Like, I thought it was gonna be very much gadgety and all that, especially because of the beginning. But on the spy stuff, it was very real, air quote real, but it was very grounded spy things. Do you want to do awards?
Yeah, let's do awards.
Got 3 awards: Best Actor Ever, Worst Actor Ever, Best Scene Ever. Casey, Best Actor Ever.
I'm gonna give it to Jeanette Nolan as Eunice McCready. McCready? Don't know.
Fair. I thought you were gonna give it to. Well, I'm gonna give it to Daphne Coleman as Jack Flack and Hal, because he fooled you.
He did.
For the whole movie.
He did. But you know what? I'm gonna give that to costuming. Thank you, costumers.
Yes, but also it was a great like spy costume thing.
Mm-hmm.
I did like that. There was who was this movie for? Because Jack's costume as a spy was very stereotypical spy thing for a kids movie that you expect for a kids movie. Mm-hmm. But the rest of the spies were, except the goons maybe, but the rest of the spies were like people that blend in actual spies, like the old people. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know. I wish we had like good spies around too. Anyway, I'm gonna give it to Daphne Coleman.
Okay.
He was definitely a different character as the dad and as the spy. But I do love Jeanette and Nola and John's performance of being fetal couple, but then they just are psychopaths at the end, and they look like psychopaths.
Yeah, they did really good with that switch. I was impressed.
Worst actor ever.
I think I'll give it to Tim Rosovich. He's one of the goons. He's the one that dies first.
Yeah,
he was just super bland. At one point, he gave this creepy ass stare. I didn't like it. So bad vibes.
I'm gonna give it, and I don't see it, the actress who it is, but I'm gonna give it to Kim's mom.
Ooh, I think I have her name. Shelby Leverington.
Sure. Shelby, you were in a Hallmark Lifetime soap and you were trying, but no.
Yeah. Not to play.
It's funny that I don't see her name here, but I do see Mexican Freddie Mercury, the boat captain in the Riverwalk. Like, he's here. I see him in
That's so funny.
but I don't see her. Best scene ever.
First Riverwalk chase scene. Like I said, loved it. It was my favorite chase scene I think I've ever witnessed.
God, I want to give it to the really bad rear projection, but I'm not. I'm gonna give it to the scene also. I like that scene.
Yay!
That was a fun one. I mean, all of the chase scenes were fun, but yeah, that was. I wish the movie was more like that scene. Like, it had a little bit of comedy, was a little bit silly. We had the slowest bad guys ever.
Yeah.
When they run, but I thought it was fun. And then we get introduced at the end. This is where we get introduced to the old couple, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the end. The real bad guys. That was fun.
God, crazy.
So, Casey, very important question. And I thought I knew the answer, but now I don't know. Solely based on this movie, was 1984 the best year ever for movies?
I will say yes. My only caveat is maybe not necessarily the best, but pretty creative.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, for me too.
Yay.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it was a very fun movie, and I would happily rewatch this.
When you start, that is surprising to me. But when you start dissecting this movie, it doesn't make sense. It's weird. It's problematic. It doesn't make sense at all. But you're experiencing it with all the twists and turns. Like, yeah, I feel like you can watch this with a group of friends.
Yes, I would only ever watch this again if I was showing somebody who hadn't seen it. But yeah, if you don't think too much about it, if you're able to just sit and enjoy the ride, you're gonna have a great time with this movie.
Don't think about child trauma that much.
Please don't. That will be very problematic.
Casey, next week we have a very fun and very famous guest.
Yes, we do. And we will be talking about probably one of my favorite 1984 movies, Footloose.
Way, way better than 16 Candles. It pisses me off that 16 Candles to many people is like the quintessential 80s movie. It's not.
Yeah.
Footloose
it's
is.
not.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Footloose.
I agree.
And yes, we will have a very special guest, Paul, from the podcast That Aged Well. I did inform him that I think he is our most famous guest so far. So we're very excited about that. It'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, we're going to go see Kevin Bacon dance and
give me the ick.
Fight the... how dare you? But fight a theocracy tyranny in a small town.
Destroy
very relevant
organized religion.
Right now for some reason. I really can't explain it why.
Where is our Kevin Bacon?
Where's
Where is
Kevin
this
Bacon?
generation's Kevin Bacon?
Kevin Bacon is this generation's Kevin Bacon. Just dance. He can still dance.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. But he's not destroying organized religion. So...
Kevin Bacon, we need you to dance.
Where was he? Where did he go? He's the fucking avatar. When we needed him the most, he disappeared. He vanished.
So we're way to end this podcast, but we're doing it. See you next time. Bye.
Yep. Bye.
So this was a very weird tie to a very real 8-bit game, but we're curious. What movie is your favorite tie to a video game? Is it the Mario Bros, the original 1990s Mario Bros movie, or it could be the Super Mario Galaxy movie that's just about to come out? I'm partial to the Mortal Kombat, obviously. I think that's the best movie that ties into a video game. But we'd love to know your opinion. You can reach us at busyeverpod@gmail.com, Also, you can DM us on all social media, Best Year Ever Pod. And you can reach us on YouTube, Best Year Ever Pod. We regularly post short videos there, and we have some reviews there, full video. We have some audio, full episodes there. So please check us out. We just went over 1K subscribers, so that's exciting. But as always, the best thing that you can do is to your loved one, to your friends, rate, review on wherever you get your podcasts. Until next time.